This is Trevor Emdon from wizardofwisdom.com, the place where you can go and get yourself a free impossible problem fixer. Just go to wizardofwisdom.com, you'll find the link below this video and pick that up. Now, today I want to talk to you about a big topic, and I'm going to try and do it very, very succinctly and quickly. And the topic is how to find love. Now, you may not be in a situation, you may have found it. So, in that case, congratulations. But if you're looking, and some people are in relationships and still looking for love inside that relationship. So listen up if that's you. Wherever you're looking, if it's, I don't care whether it's an app like Tinder, or whether you're hanging out in singles bars, or whether you're trying to chat up the hot guy or girl at the office, or whatever it is, I'm here to tell you that's the wrong place. Because, well, I'll tell you because in a minute. Let me give you an example. Suppose that you're watching TV and you see some documentary about poverty in the third world, let's say. And you feel extremely moved by that documentary and you think, I want to help. I want to do something about that. And you feel strongly about that. Now, that's a documentary about poverty, right? So what they most need in some way is donations of money. Now, that may be in the form of labor, that's true, but that still costs money to physically get there or get the labor in some way. And let's suppose that you're stony broke. So no matter how badly you want to help, you're going to be very frustrated because you don't have the resource that they need. Now, when I was single, it does tie up. When I was single, I spent a long time between marriages, I have to say, because that's important to say, because it's not like I'm talking about when I was a teenager and single. I'm talking about when I was a mature adult and became single again. And I was therefore, as many adults in that situation are, I know, uncertain. My confidence had been knocked about whether I was good enough, lovable enough to be in a relationship. And, of course, I was scared. Even if I was, if somebody fell for me, or I fell for them, she could hurt me, right? Because I'd been hurt before. So there's all of that kind of wrapped up in there. Until I got, and I'm really condensing this, but until I got, in a nutshell, that all of that was coming from inside me. All of that fear, all of those worries, and that the person I had met was not responsible for the hurt, and neither was I responsible for any hurt she may have had previously. Nothing to do with me. Different person, right? So if you take that to its logical conclusion, well, if you never, ever, ever want to be hurt again, but in a relationship, don't get into a relationship. And many people take that road. The problem with that as a solution is that it's long-term pain of loneliness and an empty life. So there's this apparent dilemma going on. But let's go back to my money analogy. If you want to help poverty in the third world, or poor people in general, or just some cause that needs financing with money, then the one thing you need is money. Now, you can't go and say to somebody else, if you give me money, I'll help them, because they might as well just take their own money and go and help whoever it is. They don't need you to go and do it for them, do they? Generally speaking. Sometimes you might form some kind of alliance, I know. But for the sake of example. So the same thing applies to love. When I actually found love, and I've been very happily married for a decade now, and don't see that changing anytime soon, hopefully never, for the rest of our lives, it was because I had consciously seen that if I didn't like the person I lived with, the person I went to bed with every night, the person I was going to wake up with every morning of my life, no matter what, then why would I expect someone else to love that person? And that person, of course, is myself, right? So I had to learn to love me. Now, I know as soon as I say that, lots of people, and I was one of them, go, oh, I can't love myself. We feel, depending, maybe cultural issues here, because I'm British, and British people aren't supposed to do that. Oh, well, yes, well, other people come first. Well, actually, no, we have that backwards. I'm not talking about being mean, I'm talking about being selfish. Not selfish in a mean sense, but looking after yourself first. Because it's the money thing. If you don't have money to give out, you can't help. If you don't have love to give out, you can't love. Right? You can't. So I used to meet, when I was on dating sites and stuff, I used to meet women who would say to me, well, you'll just have to accept me as I am, warts and all. Which is, I kind of understand that. I want to be accepted for who I am. But often they would mean, well, I'm going to keep you at arm's length. There are bits of my life that I'm not going to let you into because those were the bits where I was vulnerable before. That kind of stuff. And it's like, well, then I don't really know you. And if I'm keeping bits back as well, then we're not really getting to know each other. And we might end up maybe being friends. We might even have intimate times together. But that's not really a fulfilling relationship where you're sharing experiences and laughing and loving and joking and playing and being together in a loving way that couples can be. So here's my suggestion just for today. Now, this is a tiny suggestion because this is a short video. If you want more, please go to wizardofwisdom.com, get that 5-minute impossible problem fixer. It is powerful. It will fix lots of emotional problems like this. And there's more beyond that if you want it. But that's there for free. But here's my suggestion for today. If you're looking for love, I want you to do something. Just one thing. A baby step that you love just for you. Now, for me, that used to be, and it doesn't have to cost a lot, doesn't have to cost anything actually, but if you've got a few pennies to spend on yourself, great. If you've got lots of money to spend on yourself, even better, but it's not always about the money. But for me, the treat that I would give myself is a pen. I like nice pens. It doesn't have to be a Mont Blanc that costs thousands. I'm just talking about, I go to a stationer's and I would choose a pen that felt nice in my hand and wrote smoothly and looked smart and so on. And they might be, in pounds, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe less than £10. I had another friend, a woman, and her treat was soap. A beautiful perfumed, maybe handmade soap. Don't cost very much. And then if you get it, use it. If you get the pen or you get the soap, whatever. But something that means something to you, right? Treat yourself to something that is like, this is just for me. And notice how that feels. Now, it could be a luxury item from the supermarket that you add to your groceries this week. Doesn't have to be a big thing. And here's another one that you can do, which costs nothing, assuming you've already got the item. Tomorrow, or whatever time you're watching this, it could be today. You could be, I don't know, watching this in bed. But when you get up tomorrow, let's say, and you go to your closet or your wardrobe to choose what to wear, choose something best. Unless you know that you're actually going to be knee-deep in mud or redecorating the bathroom or something, and obviously that would be a bit silly. But the next time, don't wait for an occasion. Just wear something best, even if you're just going to be slopping around the house all day. Don't wear the scruffiest jeans and the oldest t-shirt every single day and only dress up when you've got something special to do, because you are special every day. It's those kinds of little symbolic things that you can do. Now use your imagination, extrapolate, come up with your own ideas on those. I've given you 3 there. But do something, if you can, every day to make yourself feel good. I'm not saying spend money every day, but do something every day that's just for you. And notice, it might be going to bed at a different time. Could be earlier or later. It could be, I want to stay up and watch that late night movie. So do it. Or it could be, you know what? Sometimes I don't want to stay up and watch the late night movie just because the other people in the household do. So I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock, which is when I actually feel sleepy, or whatever it is. So do something that's for you. Start to love yourself and watch your relationships change. Love comes from the inside out. People will start loving you naturally because you love yourself. It starts with the little things. Hope that's helpful. If you like the video, please share it. Put it on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, wherever you like to put things that you want to share. Please give it a thumbs up. There's a little thumbs up if you're on YouTube, watching this on YouTube below this video. And don't forget, go to wizardofwisdom.com. The link is below. And grab that 5-minute impossible problem fixer. And I will see you next time.